What if I told you you could play Izzet at the Pro Tour, go 8-1 in Constructed, and not play Monstrous Rage or Cori-Steel Cutter? Paulo Vitor Damaderosa, folks. Paulo, I hung out with Paulo a few weeks ago at Riot. Paulo was in town for the Riot consulting that I did, and decided he would stay and play the Pro Tour with his Hall of Fame invite. And he brought this ridiculous brew. Him and Jake Beardsley both brought this deck to the Pro Tour. And Paulo went 8-1 in the Constructed rounds, did only okay in draft. I assume he drew the last round of Constructed for a top 50 finish or whatever. And this is a Soul Cauldron deck around VV. So we played a similar deck to this, not that similar, in 10 New Brews. The goal of this deck is to put a VV under Soul Cauldron. VV has the ability where you can add mana for its power, and then if you're able to have multiple creatures out, you can kind of chain off and draw a bunch of cards, win on stories, etc., etc. Pretty good stuff. And has a bit of a beatdown plan B, Marauding Mako, Fear of Missing Out, and then Tersa Light Shatter, which are all on theme and can help get cards in the graveyard, but also get you, can apply some pressure and make you do some stuff too. So deck looks really, really cool. 4 props memory, 2 Glacier Dragon Hunt, kind of operating a bit in the same space as the old Jeskai Oculus decks were, just a little bit different. And the big thing here is that Omniscience was the second most played deck at the Pro Tour, like 20% of the field. 4 main deck graveyard hate cards for Omniscience, which is pretty cool too. So deck looks sweet, and we're going to give it a spin and see how it goes. Brought to you by Elgato. How do I do this? It's those. I got 4 of them, all right? Elgato partner. Used their gear for years before being a partner. I adore Elgato. Adore the company, adore their products, and they are freaking great. Everything on my stream is Elgato. Facecam, microphone, Wave XLR, capture card, stream decks. Freaking shut up, Siri. Stop ruining my ad reads. Stop listening to me, you freaking stupid thing. Elgato products also don't listen to you, all right? Unless they're supposed to, okay? Anyway, now my ad read's been ruined. That's okay. Elgato's great. Check them out. Elgato partner, damn proud of it. Promo code ZZ-Gym, 5% off your order. Use the link in chat or description to sponsor me. Let's do this. All right, let's do this. On the play, chat. Coming out with me. Sure, I guess is it prowess, we'll say. No, not, you're right. There is an Izzet deck. My stream title is no mono red or Izzet allowed, but this is an Izzet deck. We're going to keep. Hands great. All right, so Marauding Mako, right? Mako? You say Mako?
You're saying it wrong.
I say
it's
Mako.
Leviosa.
What do you got here? Flappy flappies. First name, hit that follow button. My name is Jim, pro Magic player, full-time content creator, commentator. Hi there, hello, welcome. Watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content, and so on and so forth. Here we see a Llanowar Elves. We could Dragon Hunt to kill it. It's not really a card I want to discard here, though, which is a little awkward. That being said, killing Llanowar Elves is usually a good thing. Yeah, we're just going to Dragon Hunt. If you have to discard the stories, it's fine, I think. So, draw Soul Cauldron. We'll dump stories. Dump stories. Kill Llanowar Elves. Get out of here.
Get off.
Attack for 2. Do the thing. Let's go. Pablo, resub. Thanks so much. You're great. And Llanowar Wastes. Okay. Oh. We just played this Roots deck. So Legacies came in 19th place with an awesome Roots deck. And we just played it. Went 3-0. It was awesome. Missed it. Watch it on YouTube. And this is that deck. Good thing. I mean, it's funny because Soul Cauldron is good against them, but also not, because if they once the Roots is in play, this sort of graveyard hit's very bad against them. But we're gonna Cauldron. I think we're gonna Cauldron, exile Llanowar Elves, and cast FOMO. The counter here, and then just play FOMO, discarding a land. Get a little help here, I'm not gonna lie. And we draw another land.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Sure. That's fine. And Copperline Gorge. This is not the Pro Tour version. This is the older Jund version we saw at Regional Championship Hartford, I believe, where I forget the player's name, but they lost playing for top 8. And here's a cash grab. Universes Beyond. Get it? Cash grab. Right? Okay. Here's Haywire Might. Oh, no. Oh, no. The 4 main deck Haywire Mites here, folks, are not going to serve us well. So I think maybe we're on a beatdown plan here. There goes the Cauldron. And Mage Reset, thanks so much. Your Soulstone Sanctuary. This is not a very good draw. We can just cast Windred Stories, I suppose, with the full Harmonize. They have their own Soul Cauldron in hand, which is rough. Yeah, we'll just Stories, I guess. We could, like, Stories off FOMO. They're just block anyway, though, so... All right, let's do this. Cast Stories. We draw land, Tursa, and another land. We'll discard 2 lands here, I guess. And they'll play Tursa and discard some more stuff. All right. Gets bigger. 2 more cards bigger. Here is a Tursa. We're going to discard 2 lands. A little flooded. That's okay. Find some gas here. Now we find an Abrade, another Sanctuary. All right, so we'll attack with these. This deck having sort of a beatdown plan is pretty important. Being able to, have your aggressive deck, having your combo deck also be able to apply pressure and stuff, and when you're not drawing your combo, just still do stuff is pretty cool. We have a Braid, we have a Sanctuary. Here's Terra. This is a pretty cool animation. The biggest problem that these Roots decks tend to have is finding Insidious Roots, and Terra does that pretty well. So there's your Roots. And they have a Soul Cauldron. I think the pressure is on us to try and kill him. Here's Soul Cauldron. And we get to Braid that. So, goodbye. Just going to exile my Dragon Hunt. We draw Voldarin Thrillseeker.
Oh, it's Rising Helix! Oh my god!
That's going to be pretty good, I think. So we can Thrillseeker and fling our Mako. So we should get an 8 damage this turn and kill them next turn. That's awesome. Love it. All right, so we're going to go land. We're going to go Abrade the Terror to make sure we guarantee our damage in. Get in for a bunch of damage. And then put them down to 4 and say go with the intent to next turn Seeker, Fling Mako. Unbelievably lucky. Chat says, bro reminds me of Steve-O. We all love Steve-O. Yes. Steve-O, right Garfield. Gotcha. Yada yada. Welcome. Happy to have you. That's when I know I've got a new viewer. When I hear the Steve-O comment or the Garfield comment. So happy to have you. Welcome. Make yourself at home, all right? Here's Insidious Roots. Make some stuff. Don't care. We are outside of the realm of normal combat here. Insidious Roots. Make some green. Do some stuff. Fruit Kid asks, how engaged are you with Modern when you go to commentate for SCG in terms of being tapped into the nuances of the format? I don't play much Modern these days. It's not a surprise. For the first SCG I commentated, I did a ton of homework because I was in the expert role. For the last one, me and Corey decided it'd be better if we split it up and put me in the play-by-play role because Corey knows more about Modern than I do, and it worked out pretty well, I think. So, all right. How do you like them apples?
Gay. Blouses.
Yeah.
All right. So that fling was huge. That was a really good draw. Very lucky. Better lucky than good, as they say. So they're going to have their own Soul Cauldrons and be doing their own graveyard thing. And how are we going to play around that? So they have their own Cauldrons. It's a lot harder for us to combo. The beatdown plan kind of worked, but I don't really think that's like a reliable plan. This is a pretty interesting matchup. We don't have any evasion for our profs. The profs in this deck are definitely worse than the profs in Jeskai, where they have a bunch of random flyers. They have a bunch of blockers. Interesting. Very interesting spot. Not sure how to sideboard. I need to think for a second. Stories, Tursa, 3 Thrillseekers. Thrillseeker's really good. Just like fling and kill them. It's scary though, because like if they exile Thrillseeker with their Cauldron, they get the combo kill us. So I think Spell Pierce is bad. A Braid is not great, although killing their stuff is kind of cool. Unable to Scream, Spell Pierce, Negate. Negate can be okay against them if we're on the play, but on the draw it seems kind of sketchy. I'm just gonna bring in the Abrade, call it a day. I think just like kill their stuff and go from there. I mean, it's pretty bad. Ugh. It's funny, Barrage, I just want 1-mana spells. Barrage actually kills a lot of their stuff. Kills Llanowar Elves. It kills, what's it called? Molt Tender, and it's cheap. Cheap is important on the draw. Sure. I'm going to bring in one Lithomatic Barrage. Ay, ay, ay. We're going to mulligan. Sure. So Profs and no creature sucks, but sure. Let me dump the Abrade. Alright. This hand is not good, but if you find a creature, it's a lot better. Let me draw. Alright, so sure. So we have the Dragon Hunt, we have Stories, we have Profs. Again, they're so good at blocking on the ground, though, that the oh no, that's bad. Alright. Oh, they got a good draw. We're gonna hunt. Dog will hunt. Draw FOMO, sure. Dump a hunt. That was the crowd booing Primus, right? Right, maybe. Anyone? No? Okay!
Pointless nostalgia.
Fastland Tron. Copperline, Blackcliff, Cleave, and Blooming Marsh. If you're looking for, oh my god, this is horrendous. Oh god, folks, don't look. Alright, well, they got the stones here on the play. They've got Roots into Tyvar, into Molt Tender. And got an Overlord too. Jeez. I think we're going to game 3 here. Here's a Roots. Yeah, we just can't. We're not gonna win this game. All right, that's fine. You got me. That's fine. I know what I beat. I'm tap out. Go to game 3 on the play. So we don't really have a lot of deals with that. I think on the play I want these negates. I think I'm less interested in the Abrades. I'm gonna shave a story. I'm gonna shave a Stories, and honestly, it's funny. I think Prof's kind of bad against them because we're so locked to the ground. I'm gonna shave one of those too. And I don't hate the idea of Barrage either. I think the one's fun. All right, game 3. Okay. This is fine. It's not great, but we can work with it, I think. Thundering Falls, we'll see a Soulstone Sanctuary. We just got to keep land 3 here, I think. Rubble Belt Maverick. Alright. Mill over. Anoint and Canker Bloom. So, killing Maverick, not necessary. Firing up Soul Cauldron and putting a Canker Bloom under it is pretty nice. We're going to just hold here. We're going to go FOMO. We're going to discard Dragon Hunt, I think. Draw Islands. So then next turn they play a Roots, we can just kill it with the Canker Bloom, which is kind of fun. Killing Roots is like really, really important. Copperline Gorge, Maverick number 2. Yeah, I think if you want to play a Roots deck, look for Ili Kasisa's deck. I just played it on stream. It'll be on YouTube already if you're watching this on YouTube. I think it's the best version of his deck I've ever seen by like a wide margin. So here's a Thrill Seeker. Tyvar's in the bin. Canker Bloom's in the bin. We could Barrage down the Tender and just play another FOMO. I don't hate that. FOMO discarding Island. Let's start there. Discard Island. And draw into the Floodmaw. Which honestly isn't great against them. That card maybe should come out. Just gonna hit the Tender. And attack for 2. Don't want to give him a triple block for free. They blocking. They not blocking. Just kidding. I lied. We've got sorcery and land in the graveyard. Instant in hand. So here's an Overlord.
Spawn more Overlords.
Overlord finds a Roots. Can't do that. Just kidding. Alright. They return Tyvar. They say go. We draw a Mako. Okay. We're still attacking here. We could cycle. We could, like, Flood Maw and cycle Mako and have Delirium attack for 8. It's not bad. It's not great, because, like, there isn't really a good target for Flood Maw. Soul Cauldron right now. Again, Exiling Canker Bloom is pretty cool, but we don't really have fodder to sacrifice either. Kind of a tough call, actually. I think I just want to attack and play Cauldron. And just play the Mako. Cauldron first, I believe, but let's attack. We are going to exile the... Wait, exile the Canker Bloom. I can't leave mana up to sack. That's fine, though. Just do this now. Get it for extra point. And deal some damage. Play Mako. Say go. We have Thrillseeker Fling to close the game out, which I think is actually a really important piece of the puzzle. So, here's land 4. They can't go too nuts here. Like, play Tyvar, sure. But, like, then what?
Let's see what this we're in this together.
They mill over some stuff. So they can return Llanowar Elves or Molt Tender, which is a mana, but I just don't think it matters that much. And that's a good target for Flood Maw. So here's a FOMO. Awesome. I think we actually just discard the Flood Maw. Or no. I need to cast Flood Maw. So discarding... Oh, we can... Oh, I'm sorry. We should kill it. We discard Thrillseeker. That's great. Never mind. Discard Thrillseeker. And I'd like to draw a land here. Once Seeker's under the Cauldron, things get nuts. Alright, we don't draw a land. That's things. We Flood Maw and attack. We have double attack phases. Yeah, sure, whatever. Bounce Molt Tender. This is Delirium. And we're going to attack for 12. They have to block. I think we're good here, folks. I think we're good to go. No combo necessary. They're going to exile a card, make a black.
A brilliant player can get a strong hand cracked, go on tilt, and lose his mind along with every single chip in front of him. Okay. That's fine. So we're going to lose our FOMO. We still have Delirium on the one guy, which is like fine. So that's gone. Bounce this. That's Delirium. Attack. Attacking Tyvar. I'm going to attack them, I think, because I have this fling him there. Choose attack here. Untap this. And they're going to block. Nope. Yes, no. All right, we're going to sacrifice, or we're going to exile the Thrillseeker. Put it here. And then attack again.
Game. Blouses.
Cool game. Love it. All right. Round 2. I asked chat to grade the quality and enjoyment of this Pro Tour on a scale from 1 to 10 to 1 decimal place. YouTube folks, you can do that too if you would like. Yeah, it's not great. We're going to keep. The funny part is that, like, I watched a good amount of the Pro Tour, and a lot of folks were like, man, this top 8 sucks, but these games are pretty fun to watch. And what it comes down to is that, like, Magic's just a good game. Even when it's 4 prowess decks and 4 mono red decks in top 8, the game's still good. You know, like, it's fun to watch the games because the games are just high level Magic. It's great, you know? So, all right, red green here is a little weird. First, should have profs for into Tursa next turn. Then we got Head Shredder, so we got Delirium. Okay. Production 8, Meta 2. Very reasonable. So we got Instant Delirium. Here's a Breakout. Magicon is, yeah, Magicon's come to a close. The biggest Magicon of all time. Here's a Flood Maw. That's pretty nice. We're just going to Tursa attack for 1 million here, I think. And then we'll commit to... We could just have another Wicker Folk in their hand. Jeez. So if we go to Tursa. Tursa could play D also, I suppose. Just like Tursa, make it a 5/5. That's pretty rough. We attack for 5, they attack for 8. Then I untap and have double interaction. Or we could just kill this and just play slow. Here's a really interesting spot. It's a lot of power. There's a lot of power. I would have played Domain. The same list as Reed and Edgar, probably. Because I would have worked with them. It might have been different if I was working with them also, but... let me just say go. I'm just going to kill this now. Say go. Don't think that trying to race against double Wicker Folk's a good idea. They have like the double strike card in their deck, possibly. Here's Wicker Folk again. If they don't play a land, we're going to bounce this, I think. Yeah, this is like... It's card disadvantage, but with them missing land drops, it's just kind of gas, just like an actual time walk. So, alright, here's Tursa. We'll discard extra Tursa and a land. And draw 2. We draw a Cauldron. It's not the best. Alright, so 2 counters here. And now I think we're just going to say go again. Because they can't Wicker Folk and push through Tursa. And we have Cauldron, card draw, and they're stuck on land. So it's just not... Let's not get in a racing scenario where they can cheese out a win on us. Tran says, when you're looking at a deck for tournaments, how do you leverage a deck that is difficult to play like Roots versus a deck that has more niche play lines to lead to victories versus a deck that is well positioned in the meta and easier to pilot? It's placement in the meta is the most important thing. Like, you'll have, you know, like, I didn't play Nadu for the Nadu Pro Tour. Wasn't comfortable playing it. I didn't play it that much in testing. I was the bad guy in testing a lot. So, like, when it came down to selection, like, I could have played the Pro Tour list that they all played, but I just didn't feel like I would have played it that well. So that's a bit of an element, but usually for the most part, there's just like, you know, you should play the deck gives you the best chance to win, which people usually do. So, sure. So they missed all lands, whatever. Not a very exciting game, is what it is. Our draw wasn't great either, but all right. So they are playing Gruul, Delirium, which are 4 main deck solo Cauldrons, pretty nice again. They also didn't see much from us. All they saw was a Braid, Floodmaw, Tursa. We look like an Oculus deck. So our Cauldrons are hopefully safe from our Braids and stuff. We're gonna bring in. I don't love Floodmaw against them. I don't love Spell Pierce against them. I think I do like these Unable to Screams. Keeping their stuff in play is cool, as is just general removal. I think Thrill Seeker can shave down. It's more about staying alive. This is a matchup where Prof seems very good. A Braid seems pretty good too. Man. Scorching Shot, Engineer, a Braid. Like the Braid seems good. Thrill Seeker's part of like being able to actually combo kill them. But maybe we shave a Profs or two. Like, it does seem good against them, but I think I Flood Maw as well. We gotta cut something and like just want to kill their stuff. Yeah, they'll be announcing the ban list announcement on the 30th. And we'll definitely... I'll make a video about that too. Deck's too good. Don't want to cut any cards. It's not great, but we're going to keep. Will this Pro Tour forever be known as Pro Tour Steel Cutter? I mean, it didn't win, you know, but yeah, I mean, for sure. 40... It's not often you see a Pro Tour where 43% of the field is playing the same deck. That's not a good place to be, so... We got enough Braid here. I kind of want to just dump this. We already have 2 removal spells in our hand that cost 2 mana. We'll find our stuff. Here's a Beastie. Gonna start the mill process. Milling a land. I would say turn 2 Dragon Hunt, very likely for us here. The Maverick. Yeah, I think Delirium is like... I think Delirium's fine. It's honestly a deck that might... If they ban a few cards, the Delirium deck might end up being kind of good. But... Alright, well, here's Dragon Hunt. They milled over... They kept both cards on top? That's weird. Alright, we're going to discard... Probably Floodmaw. We can just play a regular game against them here. No Monstrous Rage, thank you. And next turn we can Stories, or we can like Props plus Scream, or whatever else. Break it out. This card's fun. It's a Maverick. Oh no! That's not a big hit. That's a little hit. It does have haste, but yeah. Sure. Take 2. Thundering Falls. Alright. Just profs, I suppose. Profs tap land, just kind of a setup turn. We draw a VV, it's pretty cool. And then we Thundering Falls, a Thrill Seeker to the graveyard. Like, see that. Next turn could just be VV plus Scream. Kind of cool. Orzhov Sack, those extras have never really impressed me. Left 2 on top and miss a breakout. I don't know. I think leaving 2 on top, like, I feel like if you played this card in this deck simply as ETB mill 2, you would probably be right a lot of the time. So not milling cards seems crazy, but... The thing is that even though Izzet had a sub 50% win rate, 43% of the field is absurd. That is and everyone, main deck High Noons, main deck Magebane Lizards, like there's a point where like the bar tips from being metagame considerations, like main deck Lockdown, to like, this is a problem, main deck Leyline kind of stuff, you know? And we're clearly at that point now. We've had plenty of time to adapt to it, plenty of time to try and evolve. The best players in the world tested for a month and a half. This is what they came up with. So at that point, you just trust your best players, I think. And the deck is, you know, is too good. Here's an island. So we have no good target for unable to scream. We can also go to stories and try and put BB in the graveyard and do that thing too. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I think. What could they have here besides a removal spell of some kind? So we'll just cast this stories. They also binned a reclamation. So what's stories? Cori-Steel Cutter is the problem. Yes, that is the card that will be banned 100%. The question is what else, if anything, will get banned. So, all right, just play this tap as they go. We have VV, Dragon Hunt, Unable to Scream, a bunch of lands. A little flooded here, but maybe I see with drawing the second VV, maybe we're inclined to just discard 2 lands and try and cast VVs, but this is fine. Whatever, sure. When Steel Cutter is banned, it depends on what else is banned. Are they going to ban more cards than just Cutter, or because if they ban just Cutter, it'll go back to being mostly what the metagame was pre Dragon Storm, which is good. Oh my god, that was scary. All right, well they just smashed the crap out of us, and now we're in trouble. We are going to Dragon Hunt and Unable to Scream, I guess. It's a lot of lands, folks. I'm not gonna lie. And we're mana short of BB and that stuff too. Into the Floodmaw. We have to discard a spell, or we won't kill a thing. Yeah. All right. This sucks, but discard BB. There's a Cauldron. There's a Soul Cauldron in there somewhere, you know. Then we're gonna play and play Unable to Scream, and just say go. I would ban Cutter, probably Manifold Mouse, and then you have to ask yourself if you want to ban Beanstalk or... That's it. A Beanstalk or Omniscience. So, Manifold Mouse is much better than Rage. A better ban than Rage. I think a Pump Spell being good is great. And without Double Strike, the card is much more reasonable. And fun, honestly. Does not negate blocking, it just requires you to be a little more smart about it. Like a good combat trick should. Here's a Tursa. Not ideal, but we're going to bounce that. And they discard a Snakeskin Veil. If they discard a Snakeskin Veil, we're probably in trouble here. So this attacks, I can flash a card back, so we're going to do this. Oops. No fish, thank you. Beanstalk does not rotate. Binding and Lockdown rotate, which is big, but... All right, take 2. We have 10,000 lands. We draw Cauldron. We have Sanctuary. Can't do both. And they have Tursa available. I think we're in trouble, folks. Tursa. They attack with both. We die. Yeah, I think we're dead here, but sure. Into the Floodmaw is not even close to a consideration. It is a utility card. Keen-eyed curator. That's a problem. All right. Sure. Haters.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
All right, it's the exile E. They can just, Alright, I'll do a video of what should be banned, for sure. Could do both, but Sanctuary's tapped, we just died to Tursa, yeah, so. They're just gonna go for this. They're not gonna Tursa. They're also not gonna have a viable attack here. What is going on? This is bad. What is happening here?
That's it. I'm going to clown college.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we could actually win the game next turn because they didn't hit Vivi. What are you doing, opponent? What's happening? Huh?
I'm stupid. You're smart.
All right. So they're completely tapped out, and I have an active Cauldron, and I have a VV. Here's another VV. The problem is if we don't think nothing to do with the mana. That sucks. If they had, yeah, if we had one of these in our bin, yeah, so we're short here either way. We can VV, we can Cauldron, we can't stop everything else. That's tough. That is tough. All right, so we're just gonna cast a VV, cast the Cauldron, deal 1. We're gonna do this now so they can't respond to it and exile the. Wait, does Thrillseeker help us? Thrillseeker can kill the Curator. We could sack our Sanctuary, kill Curator, and then VV can block this, but they can put the counter on it too. Ugh, we're so close. We block. And then we need to have a creature. Yeah, I think we need to kill this Curator. It's going to be a 7/7 trample also, so. Alright, let's hit Thrillseeker. Put the counter here. I guess we'll attack too. Alright, and then we're going to tap sack. Kill Curator. Say go. So we have VV in play. We have too many lands. Draw Wicker Folk too. Alright, that's fine. Alright, you got me. The Drew Wicker Folk also, that's fine. Oh, we were in big trouble anyway, but alright, so we go to game 3. I don't think Flood Maw is very good. I want Scorching Shot. I want to be able to kill stuff, you know? Engineer, Profs. Profs is pretty good. I'm gonna play. We'll leave 1 Flood Maw. Alright, on the play. And our hand is sweet. It's pretty good. And our opponent did take the maximum 2 minutes allocated for sideboarding. I'm worried that they might have dropped their phone off a building.
Yeah.
Or they got arrested.
They have a warrant
Possibly.
for your arrest. You're going to jail.
Or they're playing some Star Fox.
Do a barrel roll.
Or they're stuck in the house by themselves trying to get robbed.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
I'll tell you, folks. Not a glorious win, but a win nonetheless. They just didn't show up for game 3. Gotta poop sometimes or whatever, I don't know. All right, we're back in for round number 3 here. Okay. And we are on the draw. We have Mako into Profs. That's fine. All right, that's not great, but the 1 awkward Spell Pierce here. Love 1 Spell Pierce in an open decklist tournament. Just like, gotta keep them guessing, you know? Hello?
Where are they?
Won't anyone play Magic with me, please?
You didn't say the magic word.
All right, we're going to keep. And mulligan again? Sure. Publishers Clearinghouse is still around. $1 million jackpot? Damn. I had no idea. I thought that was a nostalgia thing. All right. Inspiring Vantage. Come on down. Here's a Marauding Mako. Is it dead? If it's dead, we're very happy, so. Chat says, if you had a Venn diagram of control players and toxic negativity, you have a one circle. I'm a control player, and I'm not negative. So we're probably playing Oculus? Were there any Oculus decks the entire Pro Tour? Like, a single one? I don't recall seeing any. Thundering Falls. Alright, so... Just leave a Spell Pierce here. It's kind of weird because, like, we still want to cast any of our cards, really. I also doubt that they're going to play a spell we can Spell Pierce, though. Turn is on. Get a Scry. Say go. Playing Profs with no creature in play sucks, so... Alright. Land 3. Here's a Sky Edge playing Oculus. A single Oculus deck. Am I excited for the return of Shocklands? If you missed that news, more on that in my video tomorrow on the old tubes. I just recorded 2 Torch the Towers. Might just jab Vivi here. Yeah, I think Shocklands are good in Standard. I think they're an appropriately power level land Standard. I hate that they're an awkward mixture of them. I'm not sure why it's like a random mix of enemy and allied ones, but... Alright, here's Vivi. We're doing the thing. Here's the FOMO. Didn't leave a white up, so probably no helping hand. Discard a Mako. And next turn we got Profs and a bunch of mana. We're going to have a really big VV next turn. Alright, so we're going to go land. We're going to go Profs. Counter, draw a card. And draw land. So, combat, 2 power, post combat, make mana, Thrill Seeker. Let's Spell Pierce up. I'm cool with that. Alright, so no attacks. Second main, red, Thrill Seeker. Just going to make a huge VV here, I think. Unfortunately, we've drawn 1,000 lands again to have nothing to do with all this mana, but... and then we're going to just say go. We got Big Idiot and Spell Pierce, and then a bunch of lands. We have a Soulstone Sanctuary, which is cute, I suppose. Tap 3. Tursa. Again, leaving up no white mana. Sure. No, Izzet Prowess? Discarding land. I mean, their hand's as bad as mine. I mean, they've all got to 5. We didn't, so... Here comes the Steam Core Scholar. Alright. Would love to draw a spell next turn. Winter Night Story is the best possible. Cauldron is... It's okay. So... They have a Mako. We have nothing. I mean, Vivi can fire up... Make 5 mana or whatever. Animate Soulstone Sanctuary. And now we can, like... attack and put a counter on this and stuff, which is kind of cool. We can get Thrill Seeker to the graveyard and then fling stuff too. Tursa blocks Vivi with 1 card in hand. Is that card also Tursa, maybe? We could also just hold up Cauldron in case they get lucky and Mise an Oculus, something like that. I guess that they have... They might be trying to get 6 cards to give her for Oculus. I'm just gonna do this now. Just gonna eat this. Target Sanctuary. Now my cards have Cycling. That's good. And say go. We've got Spell Pierce up. A large VB. This is like the most awkward game of all time. Our deck is not doing even close to what it's supposed to be doing. Their deck is doing nothing also. Discard Oculus here. They can't Helping Hand through a Spell Pierce unless they have land. Exactly land. They have exactly land, Helping Hand, Oculus, and so be it. But, nah, no Witch Doggers in this deck. The Oculus removal suite is usually just Torch Tower. Alright, there's the Oculus. Looking for that Helping Hand. Looking for that Helping Hand. Nothing. Alright. Untap. Draw another call. Oh my god. Alright, sure. And we're going to cast it for a counter, I guess, on VV. Because we're getting close to VV fling range. We're getting close to lethal. Not quite. I should full control here. I should exile, use the new one, and then exile a different thing. Nice. And let's exile the Oculus. Put a counter here. Nope. Exile Oculus.
Yep.
Keep this. Alright, and then we're going to attack. We have like 10,000 mana, but nothing to do with it. Yeah, we're just gonna jam. Plan being to stack Thrill Seeker, and then we can stack both. Yeah, they're just dead, so. We actually want the Seeker to die. Oh yeah, we have Sanctuary. Oh yeah, we have mana for that. Yeah, they're super dead. So. We spent a lot of time with Boldera and Thrill Seeker and Agatha Soul Cauldron, especially for Worlds in 2024. Sam Party spent so much time trying to get that to work. Alright, so this is fine. We're just gonna let this happen. So, yeah, that's fine. Right, I'll Soul Cauldron the Thrill Seeker. Soul Cauldron Thrill Seeker is really good. And do this, and then make 40,000 mana. And yeah, okay, so not the most exciting game of all time. Our opponent definitely just kind of mulliganed and didn't do anything, but it's fine. They're playing Oculus, so we'll have a little information there. Okay, so we got to bring in what? We don't really have any graveyard hate aside from our Cauldrons, which is obviously great. We want barrages. I'd say the Abrades aren't great. Spell Pierce is interesting. It's not great. Like, it has some utility against that. It's pretty good, I think. It's cheap. These Abrades seem kind of eh. They'll probably have Abrades of their own. Barrage, Flood Mob. I don't like Flood Mob very much. I just thought I'd be Flood Mob fan in general. To the point where, like, I almost just want another Abrade. Yeah, I think it's fun. Could have pierced our own Cauldron. I mean, yeah, we could have. That's not a good idea, though, if we're trying to win the game. So, you know, play it safe. We had plenty of overkill to go around. Oh, I didn't pause right. Whatever. Sorry, YouTube. Suck it up. Hope I didn't screw up that match. YouTube, folks. If I did...
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Deal with it. All right, we got double barrage. The tap land's awkward, but I think this is fine. Let me keep this. Mako into FOMO. Don't torch me. We're getting torched. It says man torched. Don't do it. Are you gonna live? Are we gonna live? There's no priority policy that can't be torched, right? Yeah. It lived? Alright. Mako's out here like...
I'm the machine!
Can't stop him. Alright, so we're gonna go FOMO. Discarding VV. Get ourselves set up. On the stack again. What do you think, my friend? Discard BB. Doing the thing. Drawing the cards. Getting the counters. Second Thundering Falls. Just a little dude. Let's battle. Come on. We gotta go here. Unsummon my Mako, sure. And Laura my FOMO. I mean, that's fine. Sure, you got me. We got Soul Cauldron. Pretty nice. Okay, so you want to... I don't know. Killing Loran's whatever. It's actually bad to kill it because they can bring it back with the helping hand. So I mean we have Cauldron, but yeah, I mean I want to spend my mana properly, but here's Thundering Falls. Top card is Spell Pierce. That's just too awkward, I think. And then we play the Mako. Do Barrage Loran? Yes or no? We have VV available too. I don't think we do. We don't care about our life total really, so just leave him out there. Leave her out there. Do your thing, VV or Lauren. 4 mana, 4 cards, 20 life for our opponent. Thanks for following, appreciate it. Again, first thing, my name is Jim, pro Magic player, full-time commentator, and content creator, and just missed my first pro tour in 3 years. Kind of bummer, but that's okay. I'm washed anyway, so hit the follow button, support the content. I'm out here to put on a good show for y'all. Do the best that I can. Right? Sorry, Karn, didn't mean to startle you. They just say go with 4 mana up and 4 cards in hand. Pretty sketchy. I think we just Mako Dragon Hunt and discard a Barrage and kill this. Just get the Makos going. Do the thing. Siri, stop listening to me. You're freaking me out. I would not have played Prowess here. I'm almost 100% correct. Spell Pierce? Great. That's awesome, honestly. And play Thundering Falls. Top card is a Prof. So we're going to keep that one. And we'll just say go. Not going to offer this trade. Not a very good trade for us. Both players draw. Usually that is desperation mode. So we'll take it. Anything else, friend? A little torching. Torch him up.
Anyone home?
I'm in control here.
Feeling decent. What do you think, Karn? Roll, crackling wit. Gonna make an otter token. I'm gonna say go. Nice target for Barrage, huh?
No, don't do this. Enough is enough.
Okay, so we can put VV under Cauldron. Doesn't really do a ton for us, though. I'm just gonna play Profs. Just start there. Getting counters against Makos is important because that way when we Cauldron, we already have a counter on things. We just draw VV. All right. I think. Just gonna kill some stuff. Hi, Cassian. How are you?
Here.
You got a bloody nose? Are you tough? Yeah. Are you tough?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my boy. Come here. Come say hi to everyone.
You want to go say
No?
hi to Chad?
All right. Cassie got a nasty bloody nose at the park. All right, so yeah, we're gonna kill this, and I feel like they have an answer to this, but yeah, it's counting down, Cassie, and I know.
No pressure.
All right. Yay, Daddy didn't time out. Alright, I don't love this, but... Counter here. Now I got 2 mana from this. I guess I VV my hand, too. And then I can't do anything else. I gotta kill this thing. Yeah, so, alright, sure. That's a pretty awkwardly played turn, I think. We exposed our Cauldron, probably for not enough benefit to really be worth it.
I hate dead ends.
Let me just say go. Yeah, I don't love this turn from us. When I have, oh, actually, oh, no. So no attacks. Now we can Dragon Hunt. But, like, that doesn't seem great either. It pumps these. Sure, let's do that. Make mana. Make mana. Cauldron, shut up. Dragon Hunt. Harmonize. Discarding a land. Say go. Counters on both. We did a lot of things that turn. I just don't know if those things were, like, actually good. That being said, if they kill my Cauldron, we just go VV plus Barrage. We're just, like, dying to draw card draw spells, though. Like, where is Winternight Stories, you know? Where are they? Where is it? We need it. I want it. Come on. Say go. What do they got? Their first thought is Loran, both players draw. It's great for us. Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay. They're going to shelter the Mako. Not the Cauldron. And they have a Braid. So, it made sense their hand was super reactive. This is fine. Now we just Barrage and VV, which is pretty good. So, they got 2 cards left. They ain't doing a ton. Spyglass Siren. Real stinker.
Still a piece of garbage.
Good card, not good in this deck, but we draw FOMO. That's actually pretty gas. So here's VV. Just the old-fashioned way. Here's a Barrage. No ward, thank you very much. Get back my Mako. Make a mana. Cast an empty-handed FOMO, which is obviously a banger. Draw land. Sure. So, I guess we didn't discard, which kind of stinks, but sure. We did draw a card, so just counter up. Counter up. Attack for 4. And draw a spell, basically, but play land, say go. I imagine they're going to Loran here, as they seem pretty far behind. We draw. It's a land. How many lands are in this deck? Like 22? Draw a lot of lands, I feel like. Okay. Map it up. That's great for us, too. They find a land. Cool. Sheltered by Ghosts again? Alright. Sure. Any spell, please. Just actual any spell, and I'll be happy. Just give me a spell. That is fine. So we'll cycle this. Try and find a spell. It's a draw and a discard. We have double attack steps too at the FOMO, so.
Bingo!
Alright.
That's not bad. Okay. So now we have lethal. No. It's only 7, 14. 18 damage, 19, not with the, I think with the profs, we have lethal. So, Thrill Seeker. Yeah, they got a ban Steel Cutter at this point. It's pretty clear, I think. Sacrifice card name. All right, so combat profs onto the big creature. Okay, attack step. Send in the boys. Untap the 8/8. I'll make a video about bans this week. I think Manifold Mouse is the card to ban out of red if you want to ban a card, not Monstrous Rage. They block with Loran. I should put this Chivalry probably. And we draw a card. This is why, because we draw a card. Cauldron's cool. Alright. Prof goes off again. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the Prof going off again, too. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Oh, it's over. It's over, folks.
After it was all over, he took us in the house to serve his pancake.
Another 3-0. These Pro Tour decks are pretty good, huh? Damn. All right, so I'm not going to lie, pretty awesome to see. Paulo, one of the greatest Magic players of all time, argument for being the greatest, world champion, 2-time Pro Tour champion, like top 8's like 1 every 4 Pro Tours, something like that. Like his stats are off the page ridiculous. And love to see him come back for a Pro Tour, this Hall of Fame invite. And he played a really cool brew, went 8-1 in constructed, and just really, that's just awesome. And the cool thing is, they banned Cutter or Monstrous Rage. This deck is still legal. So there you go. All right. So more to go on stream. You focus. Love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.